And I'm doing that now. All right, so my name is Yamile Yemoonyah. You probably know that already, but you never know. Sometimes I get people that get sent here by friends. So I want to introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Yamile Yemoonyah, and I work as a psychic and a spirit guide medium, which means that I can connect you to your spirit guides. And I guess that's why you're here. So you can find me at spiritguides.co. That's my website. There you can also book one-on-one sessions. They are 1 hour, and yeah, I obviously have more time to give you messages from your spirit guides. You can also join our Facebook group, which you can find at spiritguideschool.com. That will redirect to the Facebook group, but it's easier to remember. So it's spiritguideschool.com. And before we can start with the messages, there are a few things that you need to know. First of all, my definition of spirit guides is a little bit different than, let's say, the definition that shamanism has, or neo-shamanism, I should say, or that spiritualism has. So my definition is that spirit guides are any kind of beings of the higher realms that can help us in our lives with our spiritual development, or even practical day-to-day things. And I include angels, ancestors, nature beings like elves, fairies, gnomes, star beings, also called aliens, but that sounds scary to a lot of people, so I call them star beings. Ascended masters, gods and goddesses, and power animals, also known as totem animals. So any of these could come through today and can be your spirit guides. Then the next thing you need to know is that spirit guides show themselves in a way that makes sense to you. So they don't really have a form. They don't look like humans or animals really, but they show themselves to you in this way because we're all human, and it's easier for us to relate if we see a physical form. The same goes with names. They don't really have human names. They have like an energy signature. And the energy signature is what we can feel, and we can recognize them by this energy signature. But again, we're human, and to make it easier for us, they give us names. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes they don't give us names because they want us to like really focus on that energy signature and not like cling to human concepts like names. Or sometimes you actually already know the name, but you just don't trust yourself. And then a guide will say, well, I'm not going to give you a name. You know the name already. Then one other thing that you need to know is that if a message that I'm giving you today doesn't make sense right away, then don't dismiss it right away. Just accept it for now, because sometimes the message will make sense in a week or in a month. Or I once went to a psychic and the message only made sense 10 years later, and I was suddenly like, oh my God, this is what she was talking about. So, and the last thing that you need to know is like, because people often will ask me, is how I work. Well, I can't totally explain it, but what I know is that I usually close my eyes and then my head goes a little bit to the left because it feels like they're here. And then I connect to my guide, and my guide will connect to your guides and will give me messages about you, your personality, your life. And I will, give you these messages. Sometimes they're literal. And for example, I will see, I don't know, a little child, and then maybe you have a little child, but maybe it's you as a little child, or it's symbolic. So sometimes I'm not sure what the message is. Then I will ask you, does this make sense to you? Because I have to interpret it. Then you just say yes or no. Don't say anything else, because I don't want to know anything about you. I just want to give you the message, and then when we're done with the message, then you can tell me whatever is on your mind. But I might ask you, does this make sense? And then just say yes or no. And that's it, really. So now we can get started. So please close your eyes. And just take a few deep breaths. Like as deep as you can. And then breathe out through your mouth and let it all go. And one more time, like as deep as you can. And then breathe out through your mouth again. Don't worry if you're making sounds. Let's do it one more time. All right. And now we'll take 3 more breaths, but this time I want you to imagine like you have a funnel on top of your head and there's white light pouring into your head while you breathe in. And feel the white light go through your crown chakra and then feel it spreading through your head, through your throat, into your shoulders. And keep breathing. Keep breathing more white light into your body. Feel it spread in your chest, in your arms, into your hands and fingers. Feel it go into your tummy. Into your pelvis area, your legs, and your knees, your shins and calves, and all the way down into your feet and toes. And with your next breath, I want you to let that white light come out of your fingers and toes and everywhere out of your skin so that it creates a white bubble around you. Bubble of white light. Let that bubble grow so that your entire body is well inside of that bubble. And now I want you to invite your spirit guides to come join you in that bubble. Doesn't matter if you know them or if you know their names or if you know what they look like. Just send out a thought and invite them in. All right, I'm calling on my spirit guides now to come join me and help me connect to your guides so I can give you the messages that you need to know to move forward on your path in life. I specifically call on Archangel Michael to come join us and protect this space. So only beings of the higher realms and of the light and only the beings that are connected to us in love can come through. And I call on your guides to come join us so that I can pick up on their energy and they can use me as a channel to give you the messages that you need to hear today. And so it is. Thank you. All right, once you're ready, you can open your eyes again. You see we have a cat joining us. Hi there, Nell's cat. All right, so we're going to start. Who wants to go first? You can just raise your hand if you're... I know, Leah, you've been to one of the readings before, right? Okay, then you go last and someone else can go first. All right, Nell, do you want to go first? Wait, I'll unmute you. All right.
I've already had one.
Oh, okay. Well, Hannah, then it's you because you have never had one. All right, so let's see. Okay, it's a little bit harder because I know you already, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, so I close my eyes and it can take a few seconds or even like 30 seconds because I need to tune in. All right, so it's definitely an angel, and she's female. And she shows herself in a kind of traditional way with, well, Christian, European traditional way with blonde hair. She has green eyes. Her hair is about like your length, actually, like maybe still here, but it's more with curls. And she says that you're kind of aware of her already. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, awesome. She says she's been with you since, let's see, at least when you were a little girl. And I don't know if you remember this, but you were aware of her already when you were a little girl. Oftentimes we will forget that, but definitely were. Like when you were, what I see is like you out playing in a garden and like maybe not seeing her, but somehow being aware that there is someone and you're laughing with her. Can the person who's not muted yet mute yourself, please? Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, there's still someone not muted. Okay. All right, she says that like many people who have angels around them, and we all do have angels around them, but the ones that closely work with angels oftentimes are people who have a really big heart, and she says you're the same. You give a lot of yourself and you give a lot to the people that you love. And you sometimes forget about giving yourself some love and giving yourself some time and some space to really be yourself. And she says if you can't really love yourself because you don't give yourself the space to even know yourself, then it's also hard for you to give love to others. It's like you run out of like the capacity to love, and it makes it harder for you to relate to other people, specifically like your close loved ones. And that might make you like irritated, and then you feel bad about that because you want to like give the people around you all the love that you can. And when you feel bad about yourself because you're not giving all that love that you have in your heart, then you deplete yourself even more. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
So to basically break that cycle, she wants you to take time for yourself. If you can, at least half a day a week. And if that's too much, then at least 2 hours a week. Okay, sorry, but there's someone who's not muted, or is that in? Okay. Okay, let me tune in again. So yeah, if possible, at least half a day a week, or if that's not possible, 2 hours. And she doesn't want you to like make plans for that time. She wants you to just feel what you feel like doing. Maybe you want to go out and like, I don't know, go see a movie, or maybe you just want to stay home and read a book, or maybe you want to meet up with a girlfriend. It doesn't really matter. It's about taking the time to feel yourself and be with your own energy and feel what you need in that moment. Basically filling up the well again. Because you need to live your own joy and follow your own path. That will make you come unstuck. And when you do that, you'll feel more joy, and you'll shine more. You shine your light. And the more you shine, the more people feel drawn to you. And the more light you have to give. Also, she says what would be good for you, and maybe you're already doing that, is to keep a journal. It doesn't have to be like if you write in it for hours, but maybe like a few minutes at the end of the day, just write down your thoughts, whatever it is, even the thoughts that you don't like about yourself, that you don't want to have. When you're annoyed with someone, or when you feel like tired, or when you feel depleted, or when you're angry or sad, just write it down, because then it's out of your system. You put it into like a physical form, and that makes it leave your energetic system. And she says if you don't want to write, it's also okay to make a voice note. That's totally fine. Now I'm hearing the name Sarah. I'm not sure if that's her name or if that is someone in your life. Does that name make sense to you?
I know a few Sarahs, so I don't know who.
Okay. Let's see. No, I think it's her name.
Okay.
It's actually Sarah Lee. Yeah, so let's see if she has a tip for you to connect with her, to make it easier for you to connect with her. Okay, so yes, she says when you do the journaling thing, even if it's just for a few minutes, you will find that with time, it will feel like a conversation with her. So if you write down all the things that bother you, for example, then write them all out. And you will see that if you keep writing, so don't stop writing, don't think about what you're writing. If you just keep writing, like automatic writing, then she will help you. She will give you tips through the writing. So you will feel that you're writing things that are not really coming from you, but from her. It might take a little bit of training because your ego might come in and say like, oh, this is bullshit. But just keep going and it will happen. Do you have any questions for her?
No, I can't think of any. I suppose there'd be so many questions that I wouldn't know where to start.
All right, then let's see if there's anything else comes through. So I keep seeing, and I don't know if this is because I know that you have children, but I keep seeing your children. Do you have any issues at this moment with your children?
I suppose just related to what you were saying about how all of my time goes to the children, and I can't really justify any other time to not be with them. It's either I'm working or I'm with the children. There isn't any other time for anything else.
Yeah.
And I wish I could enjoy them more rather than finding it difficult sometimes.
Okay, then that's why I saw it. All right, so let's see if there's anything else that she has to say about this, how you can carve out time. All right, so she says you have way more help than you think. Like you can rely more on other people than you think you could. She says you're not really asking enough for help, or maybe not asking in the right way. I'm not sure. But if you really want to, there are the support is there. If you don't know how to or who to ask for support, then just basically talk to your angel and ask her to show you where that support is and how to ask for it. But don't make it like don't say please help me, but more in the sense of thank you for showing me ways in which I can find more time for myself by finding people that that I can ask for help. So like an affirmative prayer. Instead of, because if you say please help me, then you come from a place of lack and fear, and if you say it in an affirmative way, then you assume that you're going to be helped, and you come from a place of like abundance and from confidence, and then you attract the same thing into your life. And she says when you do that, help will come. She says she's here for you. She's always been here, so she hasn't left you. And she will help you. She says, because it's also important for the children that you are yourself and not stressed out. So to be the mother that you want to be, yeah, you need to feel your own light again. Like you need to shine again. Yeah, that's it for now.
Thank you.
I hope that supports you.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, so who wants to go next? I think we have, because Nell and Leah had readings already, so here's someone called Work Ventures. I'll unmute you.
I suppose. Mel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Do you want me to tell? Do you want to tell me your name?
Oh, Mel.
Mel?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, then. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me tune in and get more comfortable. I actually see two beings. I see a goddess and I see a nature spirit. Do you have a preference? Which one do you want to go with?
I think I prefer nature spirits.
All right, okay, let's go with the, but know that you also have a goddess with you.
That's interesting.
But let's go with the nature spirit. It's a female, it's a gnome. She says she's 385 years old, which is interesting because I've never had a spirit guide tell me their age. And she says she works with plants and herbs. And she says she likes you because you also have like a close connection to plants. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, so I actually think you already work with plants and herbs or homeopathy or something like that. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm interested in that direction, and I've studied herbs for 2 years.
All right.
Didn't qualify though.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, definitely keep going on that path. She's with you, and she's with you because of that, and she's helping you with that. She wants you to understand that plants and herbs and trees, that when you want to work with them, you have to really build a relationship to them as beings, as conscious beings. So going out in nature and actually, or even if you have plants at home, like really talking to them and seeing them as beings will help you very much in your work. And it will give you a much deeper understanding of how you can work with them and how you can work with their energy to help other people. So she says, one thing that you can do, this is a meditation that I get from nature spirits a lot, is to, when you meditate, like first meditate just for yourself, like get into like that harmonic feeling, that balanced feeling. And when you're in that space, have a plant nearby, and take that plant and hold it while you meditate for the next 10 minutes, and try to feel how you feel differently than before. Like if you, before that, it was just your energy, and now you have the plant with you and you're holding the plant. How does the plant feel? Do you feel that the plant is a different being? How does it interact with you? How does your energy change when the plant is close to you? You can do the same when you're out in nature, by just like touching a tree and closing your eyes and focusing on the energy that you can feel from the tree. Because you can feel energy going up and down in the tree. The more you do this, the more you will also notice that like different plants and different trees have different energies. And then you can take it a step further and see like how that energy, how does that translate into an image in your head, for example. And this way you can see that, or the tree can show itself to you in a form, like in a spirit form. For example, well, you could actually see it as a human form, or you could see it as a color, or you could see, or you, if you're not very clairvoyant, then you could hear different sounds, or you could even communicate clairaudiently. So you would be able to hear the tree's thoughts, for example. Or if you're more clairsentient, and I think you are, then you would feel it more. You would feel the energy of the tree, and the feeling will tell you things about the tree or the plant. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. There's only one problem. I'm so impatient and restless. That would require real discipline for me.
No, it doesn't. You can just go out into nature. And just like when you go for a walk, you don't have to spend like hours with one tree or one plant. You can just like do it for 2 minutes and then walk on and like do the same thing with another plant or tree. If you keep doing that and keep tuning into the energy of like these beings, you will start feeling these things and seeing images or hear things. Does that sound better?
Very good, yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so okay, there's a name, and I'll write it down for you because it's funny. It's a German name. There. All right, there you go. So that's her name.
Henriette?
Yeah. Okay, she says that the fact that you have no patience is actually, she tells me that throughout your life you've done a lot of different things. Like you almost like butterfly who goes from one flower to the other. You've always done different things and tried a lot of different things. And part of that is just your nature, and that's totally fine. And she says that all of these different experiences that you've had throughout your life will now all come together. And you will see that you needed all of these different experiences to do what you're now going to do. It's like a lot of different puzzle pieces that now come together and make one picture.
Right. That's wonderful news.
Because she tells me that you sometimes you feel like you start things and don't pursue them till the end, and then you feel bad about it. But don't really worry about that, because it's all as it is supposed to be. And like she said, it will all come together now. Yeah, that's it.
Does she live somewhere close? I don't know.
Yeah, well, spirit guides don't live in one place, really.
Right, just wondered.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you call on her, she will be with you.
Oh.
If you move to a different continent, she would still be with you.
Ah, good. Thank you.
You're welcome. But let me see if, because nature spirits do often have like a favorite tree or a favorite plant, like around you somewhere. So let's see. Okay. Is there like a plant in your house that's like kind of bigger? Like I don't know if you can see this. Like at least like this. I want to say about like.
In my house, no.
No?
No plant in my house.
Okay, then. Okay, you definitely need to get some plants in your house.
But they will die. It's too dark and hot in summer.
Then get a plant that's okay with darkness. But if you work with plants, you need a plant in your house. And she says, yeah, definitely get a plant. Also get some crystals, like maybe look it up on the internet, like see which plant is okay with darkness, get a plant, make it like a bigger one. It doesn't have to be huge, but not like tiny like this.
Well, I have some outside.
Okay. Still get one.
Inside is good, yeah.
Yeah, get at least one inside. And get a crystal, like a quartz crystal, and put it like in the, what's it called? The thing where the plant, yeah. Put it like on the earth, because that will help the plant grow and be okay, even if there's not a lot of light. And it will help you balance your energy, your chakras. And that will also be the like the focal point for you to communicate with her. Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It was quite a surprise. I never thought of a female gnome. They sort of come as males.
Nope, there's also females.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so Vanessa, if you have a camera, please turn it on, because then I can give you a reading if you want one.
Yeah, I'll just work out how to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There you are. Hi. All right. Let's see. Sorry if I stare at you guys a little bit before I do the reading, but it helps me to connect with your guides. All right. Let's see. Definitely a female, but I'm not sure yet what it is. But I do get some information already. She tells me that you're a very kind person. She tells me that people usually like you. That you do have a lot of friends. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
She tells me you're open person. But you do need your alone time sometimes.
Yeah.
Still can't see what it is. Okay, yeah, it's an angel.
Oh.
Can't clearly see her, which is kind of interesting, but we'll see what else comes through.
Yeah.
There's something about work. I'm not getting. It's a little bit harder with this one, but there's something about work, like either you're not sure, uncertain about what kind of work to do, or you want to change jobs or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So all right, so she says you definitely need to work with people.
Yeah.
She says it's also something helping people, supporting people in some way.
Yeah.
So anything that's not like that, not for you.
Okay.
But if you have like any, let's say, if you are drawn to do something that is not like this, like helping people, then figure out what you like about that, why you are drawn to it, and then try to combine it. So I'm just making this up, but let's say you like painting. Then see why you like it, and maybe you like it because you like to be creative. Then see how you can like take that creativity and use it to work with people and help people.
Yes.
So basically, make a list of the things that you're thinking about that you feel drawn to, and like in the left column, make that list. Right column, write down why you like it, and then you can bring all that together into something, that involves other people and that involves helping them, supporting them in some way.
Yeah.
I also keep seeing an older lady. Do you have a grandmother that passed?
Yeah.
All right. She's also not very clear, more in the background, but I think this is your grandma. And she says,
Yeah.
you have a very special bond to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it. Like she's not really saying anything, but she's like sending, like I can feel the love like streaming through me towards you.
Oh, thank you.
It's really strong, actually. And also, again, not it's not like something I hear or see. It's more a feeling that she's here to help you and to support you. You can talk to her anytime you want. She will help you.
That's nice to know.
And she hears you when you talk to her. And when you really pay attention, you can feel her. Like when you talk to her, you can feel like suddenly like this like wave of love and support. That's her.
Yeah.
Maybe you can feel it even right now.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, awesome. So remember that feeling, and then every time you have that, you know it's your grandma who's close. And your angel's smiling because she brought your grandma, so you could be reunited. And your angel says, otherwise, you're actually doing great. You're like firmly on your path. There's really nothing to worry about. You know, even if there are things that you think are not the way they should be, they will all resolve themselves.
Okay, that's nice.
And she also says that because you have a great support network, like your friends,
Yeah.
when you have like troubles, problems, or anything, then ask your support network for help, whatever it is, if it's something practical or if it's like because you feel sad or whatever. Just find someone in your network that you can share this with, share it, and you will get the help that you need. And also your personality, the way like that you automatically attract people, will help you in your with your work.
Thank you.
And eventually you will work for yourself.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's happening right away, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely there. Or at least it's a possibility that you can take advantage of if you want to. Because I keep hearing like, she doesn't have to worry about clients. She doesn't have to worry about clients. So yeah, know if you start working for yourself. Yeah. Let's see if she has a name. Okay. Also a weird name. I'll write it down for you.
Okay.
Cornelia.
Cornelia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, so now we still have Leah and Nell. Let's go with Nell first. I'll unmute you. All right, let's see. All right, so what I see is a goddess, and it's a warrior goddess. Not in the sense that she's a bad goddess or anything, more like strong and very powerful. She doesn't take any bullshit. She says that you are usually like her, like you're a strong woman, you know what you want. But at the moment, there's something that makes you feel not as strong as you're used to. Does that make sense to you?
No.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No.
No? Okay.
It makes sense to me, Yamile, just if you're wondering.
Sorry.
Sorry, this is Leah. I just thought I would say that makes sense to me, but they've all kind of made sense to me. So.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes it happened once that I read for someone and I thought I was reading for someone else, but no.
Yeah, that was me actually.
Oh, really? That was you?
This is only my second time on,
Okay.
and the first time you were looking at someone else, but you were reading me.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I don't know. I just thought I would mention that, but I'll mute myself if you want.
Okay, thanks. All right, so let's see again. Well, I don't know what to say. She still keeps telling me that there's something that makes you feel like you need to be stronger, or that you feel powerless. Something in that. Let's see if I can get more specifics. Okay, so she actually shows me herself as Kali, like the Indian goddess, and like really in her like in the form where she has like all the arms, and in one of her arms she has like a head, like really a cut off head, and what she's telling me is that or showing me more is that she's here to like give you strength, because there is a situation that where you need to be like really forceful in a way. Does that still not make sense to you? No, that's weird. Okay, well, then I'll let this go and see if I can see something else or another being. Well, Archangel Michael is here. He's got some powerful beings around you. He's not even saying anything, but he is this is interesting because Kali had like this sword. Archangel Michael also has a sword, and he's not even saying anything, but he's basically like cutting cords around you. That's one of the things that he's being called upon a lot for, cutting cords. Like when you feel like you're connected to someone, something, a situation, and you have a hard time to let it go, or a hard time to like distance yourself from that situation, person, whatever it is. And so that's what he's doing. Like he's cutting cords all around you, freeing you from things that you don't need any longer and that are not for your highest good. He's doing it especially in the heart chakra. So that usually has to do with connections to people. Okay, so he says there are people in your life that okay, so he says it's about forgiveness. There are people in your life that you need to forgive so you can let it go. Does that make sense to you?
No.
No? Well, they're both still here. Well, they're both still here and they still insist there's something about this, but I'll just let it go. And yeah, sometimes the connection just doesn't work. So I'm not getting anything else. So yeah, maybe think about it. Maybe it makes sense later. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I did see a kinesiologist like a week ago, and she said I have to stop living in the past.
Oh, well,
So
that makes sense.
maybe the cutting away from the past.
Yeah. Well, if this like stop living in the past has to do with other people or something that because what I saw is like that you closed your heart a little bit, and that's why Archangel Michael was cutting the cord so you can open your heart again. So it's very possible that it has to do with something that happened in the past in connection to other people. So maybe sit with that for a little bit, see if there is something to it. If you find out that there was something to it, let me know, because then I'm obviously curious. Yeah, and otherwise, sorry, sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.
All right, Leah.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. All right, definitely also an angel. Lots of angels today. All right, she's showing me something about food. I'm not sure what it is yet. It could be that you, let's see. Yeah, something about food. It's not really clear. Either that you really like food, like cooking and that kind of stuff, or that it's something about like that you're trying to pay more attention to eating healthy. Does any of that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. She says not to worry about food too much, to not basically follow strict rules, but to more feel what feels right for you. So you can basically do this by literally like when you cook or when you eat something, like holding the food, if possible, like the different ingredients, like really hold them in your hand, close your eyes, and just feel what it feels like. If it feels joyful and happy, and if it feels good, like really feel in your body what it feels like. If it's a positive feeling, then it's good for you, and it will support in your health and your health goals. If it doesn't, if it feels like or even negative, then don't eat it. She also says you're physical intuitive, which means that you take on energies into your body. Also, for example, if you're out and about and you're with people and these people don't make you feel good, like the energies literally go into your body. The same goes for positive energies as well. So you have to pay really attention to your surroundings and where you are and who the people are around you. So stay away from negative situations. And especially also with people, like be careful, like pick your friends wisely. Always pay attention to how people make you feel. She also says walking barefoot is good for you. I'm not sure why, but okay. Walking barefoot is good for you, especially outside. Like, don't do it where there's glass and stuff. But if you have a garden or something, try to do it sometimes, or on the beach or something like that. Because you have a strong connection to the earth as a being. And the more you connect to like the earth, the more it will make you feel safe in life. She says when you feel unsafe in life, it's only like situations that you feel unsafe or out of control, or like you lose power or something like that. It's because you're not grounded enough. You can ground yourself by walking barefoot.
So sorry, that was, I only feel unsafe in situations, and I should, because I'm not grounded at the time.
If you feel unsafe generally in life,
Oh,
like if you have situations when you feel unsafe, that is because you're not grounded enough. So ground yourself with the help of the earth, like see the earth as a being, like Mother Nature, and ground yourself through that, and that will help you figure that situation out. Like it will help you feel safe again and grounded, and like that energy from the earth will help you find the solutions that you need to find to make yourself feel safe again in a situation, whatever it is. Like it could be like at work or in your family or whatever it is, just generally.
Okay.
So yeah, also she says spending time outside in nature is good for you because of that. Also, if you meditate, when you meditate, feel like we did this meditation earlier, like bringing like the white light into your body. That's fine, but for you, it's also important to bring, like when you meditate, bring the energy of the earth up through your body. So through your base chakra up into your body. Because again, that will ground you. And if you feel grounded and you feel safe, then you won't use unhealthy ways to make yourself feel safe. Which again ties into the food.
Mm-hmm.
You will naturally be drawn to really healthy food when you feel grounded. Do you have a question about that?
I'm just trying to get it all down because I'm taking notes as you say it.
Well, you can watch the recording, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess just to clarify, it's like it'll help me with my food addiction. I do have a food addiction, in my opinion.
Yeah. That
to feel grounded in the earth, basically.
yes.
Okay.
You need to build a connection to the earth, like the planet, like Mother Earth, because it, basically, okay, this is coming from me, but basically the planet is what gives you your body, right? Your body is made out of like the elements of the earth. So the more you feel like a positive connection to the earth, the more you feel a positive connection to your body.
Okay.
And the reason why you have your food addiction is because you don't feel safe in the world, because you're not grounded. You don't feel safe because you're not grounded.
I've been working on that.
Yeah. So your soul is basically not really completely here.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Like, you need to ground yourself, like your soul needs to be fully incarnated.
Oh, so am I too much in the spirit world? Because I have read in other books that a part of us is always in the spirit world.
Yeah, sure. Like, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense just with my life experiences.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Okay, so I need to ground myself more.
Yeah. Example, go for walks, go for hikes, do something.
Yeah, I love getting into nature recently, and I've been doing that a lot more lately.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So I hope that was that supports you on your path, and I had fun. I always love doing these readings. Again, if you want to book a one-on-one session, then I can obviously go into more detail and help you more. You can do that by going to spiritguides.co, or join us in our Facebook group if you haven't yet. That's spiritguideschool.com. And that was it for this week. And I'll see you next week or in the Facebook group. All right.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.